Peace. Somebody here said something along the lines of, how do you live with an open heart? How do you do that? And it is really very simple. We make it very complicated, but it is really very simple. Be willing to be hurt. Be willing to bleed. Be willing to live. Be willing to experience, because that is all that we are doing whenever we are experiencing or choosing a closed heart in life. And it is a choice. It is often not one we are making consciously, but it is within your creative control as a human being to navigate yourself to this open heart. So whenever we are having a closed heart, what we are doing is we are saying, I'm not willing to be hurt anymore. I've been hurt before. I've been open with my heart. I have been open with my innocence. And I was rewarded with pain. But that is what it takes entirely. To have an open heart is to be willing to experience pain. To suffer the wounding of an open heart. That you would be vulnerable. That you would be open to that. What will come, what will go. And I think that is a good thing to be humble to. You know, I do not think of myself as a teacher. And this is not Tyler's school of how not to be hurt. That is not what I'm doing here. If you would like to have an open heart, in my experience, that is what it takes. Be willing to be hurt. To allow yourself a vulnerability. To reclaim that innocence that you do have, that exists within all of us, that is maintained as God forgives us, as this is your nature, to experience this childlike wonder, to be open to possibility. What wonder may occur here, what beauty may find me, and to embrace as you walk through this world, as you acquire scars and wounding, as you walk through fire, as you are stained in this life, as you are touched by difficulty and struggle and wrongdoing and hurt and harm, that you're not a victim to it, but that you found empowerment within it, that you found beauty within it, that you are resilient, that you are capable of this, and that you maintain as you grow in strength, in perseverance, that you maintain that childlike innocence, that you are willing to experience something new, that you are willing to believe in something such as love, that you are willing to believe in something good happening from this, that you are vulnerable, that you are open, that you are accepting to what life will bring you in experience. And that is all that it is. It is nothing entirely complicated. We can make it as simple or as profound as we would like it to be. But that is all that it is. I am willing to be hurt. I'm offering you this life. I will give this to you. My vulnerability. I will walk into the world and I will embrace what I find here. I will be acceptant to possibility. And I will smile at it. I will have imagination in it. I'll have inspiration for it. I will allow a vision to occur within my heart and within my mind of possibility, and I will smile as I meet whatever is occurring before me. And that is all that it is. And you can see this, we all like to think of ourselves probably as weak at a lot of times, and we like to think of ourselves as strong in a lot of times. And I've been humbled in certain circumstances where I have seen children in terrible circumstances, but they are happy. They maybe have sickness, maybe they have a terminal illness, and they are happy. They have joy. They are not a victim to it. And they have something very special that we so often lose. And that is a willingness to embrace what is happening and to find laughter, to find joy, to find love, to find God within these things, whether they are understanding, whether they're accepting of that language, whether it has been impressed upon it or not to be saying something like that. They're happy to embrace what is occurring before them. They do not feel terrible about some things. They're ready to accept and embrace experience. And in so many ways, a child is stronger than us in that way. And that is what it means to be a child and to walk through the gates of heaven. Is that you are willing in it, that you have this innocence, that you have not closed yourself off to it. Heaven is before you. Heaven is within you. Paradise is here. Paradise is now. It was never taken from you. And that is good for us to be humble to and to remember. In so many ways. In so many ways. And it is, just speaking in this way, I remind myself, we're just as we are as children. Who you are right now, you are the same as you were as a child. You have learned some things. You have adopted conditioning. Perhaps you have let some of it go. But you are who you were. You are right now who you would like to be. And it is just a path that you must walk to get there, to be that. The decision, to be willing in it, to have an open heart, to be willing to embrace necessary suffering, that you have entered this world that is imperfect, that you yourself are imperfect, that the ones that you love are imperfect, and that is okay. We are learning here. We are growing here. It is okay. And let us take shelter in that. Let us take shelter in that. Let us find purpose in it. Let us find freedom and willingness to experience within that. How to have an open heart. Do not close it. It is about that simple. It is about that simple. Do not close it. And be aware of yourself if you have. And I'm not above this. I'm not above this. This is something that I encounter every day in my life. And it is good to be humble to it and to remember that we share in that. So let our hearts be open. Let us be free to experience ourselves and each other and determine from that place what is the truth. And if you keep that open heart, if you allow forgiveness to occur, if you maintain that peace within you, that forgiveness may occur, you will find beauty. That is what you will find in it. You will find beauty, and you will find truth within that beauty. Perhaps it will be horrible at first. Perhaps it will be difficult. Perhaps you will have every good reason to say, I should close my heart. I should not be vulnerable to this world. I should not maintain my innocence. Perhaps you will. And perhaps around the bend, upon the path, another foot forward, you will find every reason in which you should open your heart again. Because no one else loses in that way, you understand? Or perhaps everyone does in the same way. But it is absolutely relative entirely to your unique being. You will be the one who loses from it. Above all others, you will be the one who loses if you decide, I will have a closed heart. Or I will not be willing to open it. To be willing to experience. And all of that, Again, simplicity, it returns to this. Be present. Let go of conditioning around you. Be present. So much of my life, difficulty and suffering, catastrophe will arise. That is much of what my life is an immediate catastrophe in every moment. That is the way I experience things, as severe. I experience all things as severity. And you won't be allowed that opportunity to experience severely and to decide, will I close myself off to this, or will I be willing to be present? All things will come, all things will go, and you will be. And to the extent that you are willing to experience is entirely what you will be. Every beautiful moment in life can pass you by. Every beautiful moment can pass you by and you cannot even notice it. Or the most simplest thing may occur: a sunset, a sunrise, the sound of the wind, the feeling of the sun upon your skin. And you can find within this open heart beauty, something entirely profound, something entirely sacred and divine, something that can change the entirety of your life and your being in what could be considered nothing. From your willingness to participate in it fully, to be open to it, to be acceptant of it, to have it within yourself that you are willing to experience. And that is all that is. That is what an open heart is. It is a willingness to experience. It is a childlike innocence that is not taken from you, that resides forever within you, that you may reclaim in this moment, here and now, and find this beautiful love and truth. Glory, grace, strength, thanks. Grateful, God, that you are courage, strength, protection. I'm with you. Peace.